Hey, what are you doing?
Police couldn't identify him. No one came forward to claim the body. He handed this to me before he died.
Pai Gow.
It's a Chinese form of gambling.
So where do we start?
Chinatown.
Hi. Deal me in, boys.
You do know how to play this, don't you?
I win.
I'm trying to identify that guy that was killed.
We're running a little late.
You guys on a bowling team?
Stay away from things you don't understand, or you're gonna end up dead. Stay away from the tiger.
Who's the tiger?
Sign of the tiger.
There must be millions in here. I love it.
Bowling buddies.
This is the biggest con you've ever pulled in your life.
Big John is here. I'd like $1,000 in chips, please.
We don't want a good citizenship medal. We want $1 million.
$1 million.
It all started 2 months ago in Chinatown. The Chinatown we have here is probably no different than any other cities. There's a side seen by tourists and a side known only by the people who live there. The business area is relatively small and the community is very tight, which makes investigating a story there a little difficult. The best restaurant in Chinatown was a place called Lao Wu, but many people who went there didn't care about the food.
2 for dinner?
They went there because the restaurant was a front for a Pai Gow club. That's Chinese poker. The club was also a front for laundering counterfeit money. It was a very sweet operation. The players put up real money, and if they won counterfeit. The owner had convinced an expert printer to go into business with him after the printer had run up a sizable gambling tab. Now the printer had decided he wanted out, and he was going to do something about the man this Chinatown feared.
I don't like it. You're putting too much money into circulation.
I don't care what you do when you don't like.
You lied to me.
Keep your voice down.
You lied to me from the beginning. You said that I would only have to print enough to cover my gambling debts.
Print another million for us, and that will be the end of it.
I won't print any more.
You do what you're told. You understand?
You don't need me anymore. I set it all up for you. You could do without me.
That's an interesting thought. We could do without Philip, couldn't we, Doc?
Yeah, we can do without him.
What's that?
sacrifice anything from what might.
Somebody! Help me! Oh, say something. Someone help, please! Sorry. I see you. Somebody, please! Somebody, please call an ambulance! Hey, what the hell's going on here? This boy's dying!
Sorry. Look, you're gonna be okay. Yeah. What?
With his wallet gone, and no one in Chinatown willing to talk, it was impossible for the police to identify him. He was labeled John Doe and stored in the morgue. The day Jenny and I got involved was around my birthday. Well, at least Natalie thought it was my birthday.
You wanted to see me?
Oh, yeah. You know what? This is going to pay off terrific.
What is?
Having me live right next door to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Look, you weren't home last night. The delivery boy left. Oh, the champagne.
Uh-huh.
Terrific. It's going to be really handy having me as a neighbor.
Oh, boy. Hey, there's 2 bottles missing.
Oh, yeah, the delivery boy mentioned something about that. Boy, that really burns me up. Yeah. So, champagne, huh? What's the special occasion?
It's John's birthday tomorrow.
Reed's birthday, huh? Wow. Life's full of surprises. Hey, you want some of this, Natalie?
No. No, thank you. I'm on solid.
Ah. So, what time's the party?
Oh, well, it's not really a party. Just having a very few close friends.
Yeah.
Over for a surprise dinner. Personal friends.
I only have service for 6.
Oh, shucks. You should have told me sooner. I already made plans for tomorrow night.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
We'll be missing you very, very much, Jane. We'll be thinking of you.
So, it's Reed's birthday, huh? Well, my gosh, what I don't know about your boy. Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, thank you.
Here you go.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Not many stories had come into Solutions in the past few weeks, or at least not any that Vince thought would get us any ratings, and he was getting a little nervous. I didn't realize how nervous until I got to work.
Who do I talk to? My address, You've never heard a story like this.
Solutions, yes. We've already been possessed by demons.
Wait, the voices. I heard the voices.
Natalie, what's going on?
I don't know. I just got here myself.
Aliens invaded your mind. Yeah. Wait, hang on.
Hey, I got him trapped in my basement. Bigfoot, I tell you, he's in my basement.
And they spoke. Bert, what's this all about?
The ad came out.
What ad?
What ad? Look at this.
Solutions wants the unbelievable story. Everyone thinks you're crazy. No one believes you. Solutions will. No story too wild. No problem too small. We'll pay top dollar for your troubles.
Right.
Whose ridiculous idea is this? Yours?
No.
Where's Jenny?
I don't know. She's right behind me.
Reed, don't Don't you love it? What do you think?
Vince, you placed the ad?
You're damn right. We're going to get politicos on the take, strippers who've seen UFOs, religious symbols on grain elevators. I can smell the ratings.
Oh, me too, BB. It's in the air.
Reed, listen to this. Excuse me, sir. This gentleman was separated at birth from his Siamese twin. But he wants solutions to reunite them, if you will.
Ah, yes, tremendous. I never would have thought it. That's why you make lots of dollars.
These are not the kind of stories we should be doing, Vince.
Luna.
I think it's the best idea you've ever had.
Bauer.
I'm with you, Vince.
Jerome.
I love it, Phoebe.
Democracy.
Oh, no! Sorry.
Reed, I want you to drop that toxic waste crap from tomorrow's show.
The toxic waste? Vince, I've been working on that for 3 weeks.
All right. Reed, you don't like the Siamese twin angle? Pick a story from this crowd for tomorrow. Any story, just as long as it has heart, humanity.
You don't believe me.
Sex. The ratings are going to go through the roof, kids.
My brother didn't believe me.
I'm with you, BB. Love it, BB.
Your birthday is tomorrow? Reed, your birthday's not for 6 months.
We have got to find another story for tomorrow's show before Vince shows one of those lunatics on us.
Do you really not know what day tomorrow is?
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
John?
Predict the weather.
Do you remember promising me I could become a member of the investigative team if I found a good story?
Sweetheart, can we talk about this later?
Mr. Reed, I need your help. The cassette was burning in the street. His wallet was gone. Police couldn't identify him. No one came forward to claim the body. He had ink under his fingernails, so they figured he was a printer. And they checked all the print shops in town, but nothing. So they're going to bury him as a John Doe, and the police have just given up trying to find out who he was. Now the police have charged me with drunk driving and vehicular manslaughter.
And the police don't believe you.
They think I made it all up. The gang in the red jackets, the man with the sunglasses. They pushed him in front of my car, and now I may go to jail. They're threatening to cancel my insurance. I'll probably lose my driver's license. If I can find out who he was, maybe I can prove the accident wasn't my fault.
Is it a story?
Natalie, it's a great story.
Is there anything else to go on?
Oh, yeah, he handed this to me before he died.
Pai Gow.
Pai Gow?
It's a Chinese form of gambling, like poker. What does this mean?
I don't know. I'm from Kansas. I can't even use chopsticks.
So where do we start?
Pai Gow game.
We need a steak. Here, I've got $12. What do you get?
Got 40, 41.
Natalie?
We don't need any more money, Jenny. 50 will be enough.
Oh, yeah, I guess Natalie doesn't have to chip in, even if she is a member of the investigative team. I'm sure 50 will be enough.
50, 100, 150, 200. That's all I've got. That's everything.
250. Well, that should make us serious players around here.
About $2 makes us serious players around here.
What?
Sweetheart, you might want to stay in the car.
Why?
Well, it can get pretty rough down here.
Oh, John, no. I'm coming. This is my story.
Pai Gow?
Sure, lady.
Thanks. Hi. Deal me in, boys. Okay? How much you got there?
We sit in the spot, Ma. We sit here.
You do know how to play this, don't you?
Well, I've seen it played a couple of times.
Never played before?
Hey, I win. Beginner's luck.
How you doing?
Okay.
It's fun.
It's
Great, a great bunch of guys.
make this interesting.
Listen,
Here.
I'm trying to identify a guy that was killed in a car accident out there last week. You know who I mean?
Tell you what, let's make this a little more interesting.
The guy was...
Here. I win again! We win again? I have it.
You know you're cheating, don't you?
I don't know enough about the game to cheat. I don't know how.
Listen, excuse me, guys. I'm trying to identify that guy that was run over by the car out there last week. Anybody know, by chance, who that guy was? Does anybody know what this means?
Oh, this is great.
I think so.
This is just perfect. Look at all the money we won.
Okay.
You were cheating in there.
I was not.
Dumb luck, huh?
Well, I don't know enough about the game to cheat.
What were we gonna do? Clean him out, then asking for information?
Well, you're the one who got us thrown out. How much did we win? About $2,000. Here.
$2,000?
There you go.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. Give me back that 100. Yeah, give me that 100 here, and I'll give you this 50. There. And there, that should do it.
Thank you.
Oh,
You have to understand something about Natalie. She's lived a kind of sheltered life. Getting her car stripped was a new experience. However, it wasn't a total loss.
no! Hey, Natalie, don't worry, they didn't get your tape deck. There. Look at my car. Slow down.
We want to show you folks some of the sights.
Ah, no, thanks, guys. We're running a little late.
Make time.
Don't point that at me, I hate guns.
We thought we were going to get a free tour of Chinatown, but it was a nice ride anyway. We discussed death, our own, their wardrobe.
You guys on a bowling team?
You want money? Is that what you want?
No, we don't want your money.
What do you want?
Stay away from things you don't understand, or you're gonna end up dead.
That's it? Stay away from things you don't understand?
Gee, guys, that covers a lot of territory. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Proust, a lot of Joyce, tax reform.
Hey! Just stay away from the tiger. You got that?
Telling us to stay away from the tiger didn't mean a whole lot to us because we didn't know who the tiger was. But they made a real impression on Natalie. She was beginning to have second thoughts about investigative journalism. So we made a speedy exit and our guides took off, probably to pick up the next tour.
Natalie? Natalie? You all right?
Oh.
Oh.
You okay, Jenny?
Yeah, I'm okay, Mr. Reed. Thanks for asking.
I love you, Jenny.
Not such you'd notice, Mr. Reed.
You all right, Jenny?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. Boy, those guys were a lot of fun.
Yeah, designer hoods. The description matches the guys Daniel Cho saw at the accident.
I guess there had been a few good parts left on Natalie's car, but now they were gone. Apparently, a warning from the Tiger. We asked the locals about the Tiger, but everyone suddenly forgot how to speak English.
The 14th. Thank you very much. Look, it's very good. Please leave your name with the receptionist. Thank you very much. Bauer!
Ow! Ow! Lady, that is a goat. I know a unicorn when I see one.
Another day of award-winning journalism.
Here, look at my...
So what have you got on the agenda for today?
Reed, where the hell were you yesterday? We can't wait on this Siamese twin story. It's too hot.
Let Bauer produce it, Vince. I think he's up to the challenge.
Bauer! Bauer, listen, get on that Siamese twin story. And I mean pronto.
You got it, Evie. You got it. Yeah.
You got a call, Chief.
Oh, listen, we'll touch base later, Reed. Vis-a-vis an exorcism in your Belinda.
Right, Vince.
Jenny?
You know, I was thinking we ought to go play another game of Pai Gow.
Feeling a strong desire to cheat somebody?
I wasn't cheating, I was winning.
Are you kidding me? You don't know how not to cheat.
Well, that makes two of us.
You haven't lived an honest day in your life. Here I am trying to do something worthwhile while you're still out there shucking suckers.
Isn't that a bit hypocritical, Riley?
What do you mean?
This is the biggest con you've ever pulled in your life. I mean, look at these degrees. Look. What is this? A diploma in science and pharmacology from the State University. Really? What, Fingers Kogan make that for you? I bet you got pictures in your wallet of people you've never even met. Huh? Riley, today isn't your birthday. Your birthday was 6 months ago.
Riley is history. John Reed needs a birthday just like anybody else. Today is as good a day as any.
But you're not John Reed. John Reed was the Lone Ranger. Don't you remember those nice birthday parties we used to have for you on the beach in Nice?
That was a lifetime ago.
I mean, BN, before Natalie? Couldn't you have found a girl whose idea of excitement was something a little more dramatic than chipping a nail?
Someone like you?
Well, anybody but Mary Poppins.
Look, why don't you go back to the old life? I think you'd be happier. It might be better for everybody else.
You can't. I signed a 2-year lease.
Break it. You shouldn't have any trouble doing that.
Break my lease? Me, a law-abiding citizen, break my lease?
I love when you throw my words back in my face.
You know what I always loved about you?
Now, don't start.
The way you used to talk in your sleep after we made love.
I did not.
You did, too?
I did not.
Prove it. John? Oh. This is Ronnie Ho. Hi, Ho.
On your new show last night, I heard your story about the man who was hit by a car. I think he might be my brother.
So we went to the Ho's apartment. We couldn't understand what he was saying, but we could read it on their faces. He was telling his parents that the son who had been missing for 2 weeks was dead.
I guess we found out who he was.
Now we've got to find out who pushed him in front of Daniel Cho's car.
With his wallet stolen, no means of identification available to the police, it was up to this reporter and the Courageous Solutions investigative team to discover who this young man was. Through our valiant efforts, we found the Ho family and saved their son from an anonymous grave. Now, perhaps with the help of the Solutions team, Daniel Cho can convince the police of his innocence.
Amazing story, Natalie. Wow. Believe it or not, huh?
And I understand that you have something very special for us next week.
Natalie, you can say that again. Next time, Solutions takes you on another harrowing search. It's a journey that reunites an unfortunate young man with a Siamese twin from whom he was separated at birth.
I don't think our viewers will want to miss that one, Bill.
I know, Natalie.
I'm Natalie Thayer.
And I'm Bill Bauer. Remember, if you have a problem, you'll always have solutions. Sayonara, everyone.
And we're up here.
Sayonara. It's Japanese, Bill.
Japanese?
Japanese.
Sayonara? Really? You sure?
Positive.
Bird? Yeah?
Not a dry eye in the house, huh?
Yeah, isn't it great?
Visceral, Reed. Very visceral. I was touched. You know, ever since this Pai Gow story started, we've been flooded with calls from the legitimate Chinese community exposing bad elements.
Really? Hey, why don't we follow up on that?
Nah. Let's get hopping on that exorcism, huh?
Deputy Thayer,
Yes?
I'm Agent Song from the Treasury Department. This is Agent Aubrey.
How do you do? Is there something I can do for you?
Better rallies.
Did you deposit these $100 bills to your account at Western Coast National Bank yesterday?
Perhaps.
The counterfeit, man.
Did you say counterfeit?
More of those hundreds left.
In my account?
Your office.
It's counterfeit.
Paper's good. Somebody's bleaching ones and reprinting them as hundreds.
Oh, we've been out of it too long. We're supposed to be professionals, Reed.
Should have spotted those right away.
Knock. Hey, you know that dead guy's brother we just had on the show? Well, as soon as he sees the Treasury agents, he takes off down the fire escape. Why? Huh? What? Yeah, there's a front door. Go out the front door.
So we went back to Chinatown, back to the Ho apartment. We could have saved ourselves the trip. We knew what we were going to find. It had all been a setup. The tiger had fooled us, almost. And that's saying a lot. Jenny and I are not easily fooled. Maybe we were slipping.
Well, what now?
Looks like we're back to square one. Looks like I'm going to jail.
Looks like the whole family was working for whoever shoved that boy in front of your car. Somebody doesn't want us to find out who that kid was.
You want to rent it? $75 a week. And it's extra clean.
No, actually, we're looking for the family that lives here.
Oh, they paid for 2 months and stayed for 2 days. They sure left this place sharp. Hell, they put up curtains and left them.
Did they leave a forwarding address or a previous address on the check?
They paid in cash, $100 bills. They didn't even wait around to get their cleaning deposit.
They paid you in $100 bills?
Yeah.
Reed.
So the trip wasn't a waste. We had another clue. The laundry ticket and the fact that the fake family paid the landlady with fake money. Tiger money.
Hi. We're from the Department of Health and Safety. We need you to trace an article from its laundry ID tag. Now.
You think there's a connection between the counterfeiting and the guy Daniel Cho killed with his car?
Well, the police said he had ink underneath its fingernails, and I wouldn't want to try and spend those hundreds they paid for the apartment with.
Reed. Reed.
Look at that.
Excuse me, sir. Well, you know what this character means?
Do you know what this means?
He doesn't speak English.
Oh, well, do you know what it means?
Lao Hu, sign of the tiger. It's a restaurant. Same name as this place. Same guy owns both places.
The tiger.
They play Pai Gow at this restaurant? Think that means yes?
That means yes, too. Our bowling buddies.
Excuse me, we have to pass.
Got a pass?
Nope. No?
No.
No?
No, I think you said no.
Drop my change.
You dropped your change, huh? 1, 2, 3. Still works.
But it's not todo. Lock it, Jenny.
There must be a couple of million in here. This is great.
It's up there. Let's call in the cavalry.
The feds?
I wish there was another way.
The feds?
It was all there not 20 minutes ago. Printing presses stacked the counterfeit hundreds.
These guys change operations faster than we can answer the phone call.
If you get something more concrete, Mr. Reed, let us know. They play by their own rules down here. It's a tough game.
Forget it, big guy. It's Chinatown.
Wow. What? Did you just make that up? I mean, no, that is great. That's good. This is the way that you always know the right thing to say at the right time. I mean, that is... I admire that. Hey, what? Get out of here.
Well, we'll never find out who the dead boy was.
I'm getting tired of playing by the Tiger's rules. It's time we turn the tables.
Yeah, but what are we going to use for stakes?
The only thing we have, we know he's afraid of. The only thing the Tiger feared was that tape, the one he burned. Jenny and I figured that the only way we could get the Tiger was to convince him there was another tape, one that was even more incriminating. It was a long shot, but it was the only one we had. We decided to go to the Tiger's Pai Gow club, cause a scene, and then maybe we could get a private meeting with the Tiger. If our plan worked, we'd get a great story and solve a murder. If it didn't work, well, we'd probably end up like the printer. It was a hell of a way to spend my birthday.
Well, what now, Kimasabi?
I go this way, and this time you watch me play.
Okay. The restaurant is that way, sir.
Ah, does this help?
Oh, welcome to Lao Hu. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your game. Woo! What a joy. Racket, it's so simple.
They buy in with real money, the house pays off in counterfeit. Let's get noticed.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my suit.
Hey,
all over me. Reel me in, boys. Big John is here. I'd like $1,000 in chips, please. Don't you wish you could just print the stuff?
Oh, honey.
I win? Hey, all right.
How lucky do you know this game?
I'm cheating.
Oh.
Boy, I'm betting the pile, the whole pile. I win again. Oh, you bunch of suckers, I love you.
I think we've just been invited to the private game.
Mr. Reed and Miss Jerome, isn't it?
You must be the Tiger. Cash these in for me, will you, pal? And none of those messy hundreds. Give it to me in 20s.
You're very lucky at Pai Gow, Mr. Reed.
Thank you. I cheat.
I'm intrigued. What do you want here?
We want to sell you a tape. A cassette tape.
Tape. What tape?
Well, you burned one, but there was another one. You know, a bright man like you, I'm really surprised. I would have thought you'd have been more careful.
Does this tape have something to do with me?
The man you threw in front of that car had another cassette in his pocket. Before he died, he gave it to the man who hit him.
The police couldn't figure it out, so we put it together ourselves.
It's all very tragic, isn't it? So why haven't you gone back to the police with your new information?
We don't want a good citizenship medal. We want $1 million.
$1 million?
In counterfeits. That way it would only cost you $10,000 at once.
And where would I get the counterfeits?
Oh, I'll bet you could find some lying around here someplace.
We figured you'd give us $50,000 for the tape, but I make that much in a year at the TV station. Why take a chance on money like that? But with $1 million in counterfeits, we could go a long way. Someplace where they're not very good at detecting bad American currency.
I don't even know if the tape exists.
Well, isn't it worth a few grand to find out?
The dead boy was gonna blackmail me or go to the police. Things didn't work out too well for him.
We're a lot smarter than he was. The tape and enough evidence to connect you to it are in a very safe place. Anything happens to us, the tape goes to the police.
This should cover your winnings, Mr. Reed. Why don't you take Miss Jerome for a nice dinner? It would take a couple of hours for me to get together $1 million. I don't keep that much around here.
He said he'd meet us in 2 hours at the Chinese shrine. We weren't too sure if he was coming with the money or if he just wanted us at an out-of-the-way place so he could have us killed. Maybe he won't show.
Show? You were great in there, Riley.
Thanks. More fun than I remember.
A lot of things are. Riley, do you really not remember what day it is today?
No, I don't.
It's the Feast of Dionysus today.
Oh. I did forget.
It was 10 years ago that we had our first Feast of Dionysus Day. Remember on the beach?
My back was so sore I walked funny for days.
Those were our halcyon days. You were wonderful.
You were kind of wonderful, too.
We still have time. We could chill some champagne and go to the beach and get sand in our hair.
Can't go back. Wouldn't be the same.
We could try.
Here he comes.
You have the cassette?
You have the money?
How do I know you didn't make a copy?
You don't. It's the only way I know we'll be alive an hour from now.
Don't look now, Tiger, but federal agents are closing in behind you.
You got it. I got it.
Come on, move. I forgot to introduce you to Agent Song and Aubrey, the Treasury Department.
Counterfeiting, death, and deception.
Right here in Chinatown, Natalie.
Now, if we could just get Mr. Daniel Cho over here. Mr. Cho.
Yes. What was his name?
Who?
The young man who was killed by the car.
Chin. Philip Chin. From San Francisco.
That's a wrap. Good.
Good show.
Good show. Good
Nice job. Nice job.
Lovely. Well, I've still got the money left in the Pai Gow game. We could celebrate Dionysus stuff. John, we've got dinner guests waiting at the apartment.
Be right there. You were pretty good tonight.
I could have been better.
Come on, guys. Jimmy's buying.
The story was over and the mystery was solved, but my birthday celebration was just getting started. I could hardly contain my excitement.
2 over par, going into 17th. Now, slice the ball just a little bit to the right, zinged right on up to the edge of the green.
Wow, Billy.
It's in the swing, darling. It's in that swing. You've got to get that swing down right. So, there it was. About 35 feet just from the cup on the edge of the green. And the caddy hands me a wedge.
Well, it's some swell party down the hall, huh?
So, give me my putter. So, tap the ball. Green breaks a little bit to the right, and the ball rolls right into the cup.
Yay!
Right in the cup. Oh, gee, look at the time, and I have a breakfast date in the morning.
What do you do, Heather?
I'm the prize girl on Clucks for Bucks, the afternoon game show down at the station. That's where Billy and I met.
I always forget, Bill, you were the host of Clucks for Bucks for how long was that?
7 years. Bill Bauer, your buddy with the bucks.
Gosh, darn it, my chocolate souffle is ruined. It's a damn party over at Jenny's. The music's so loud, the floor's vibrating, my souffle fell. I apologize, everybody.
Oh,
John, your
no,
birthday just
Nat.
isn't turning out anything like I had planned. I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, of course,
No,
it's
no,
all right. Come on, come on.
Oh, it's
the
not.
dinner was delicious, and I can't think of 5 people I'd rather spend my birthday with.
Oh. Surprise! Happy birthday! I knew you only had service for 6, so I brought table plates. And you know the 2 champagne bottles that were lost? I found them.
Hiya, boss. There you go. Whoa! There's more good stuff in the refrigerator.
I thought I'd rescue you, honey.
What do you mean? We've been having a great time. We talked about golf and insurance, and Natalie tried to cook something Cajun.
Happy birthday.
Everybody, quiet, quiet, quiet.
A toast to the birthday boy.
Birthday boy. Happy birthday.
And to Dionysus.
To Dionysus. And to Philip Chin.
Philip Chin.
Next on Shell Game.
Men man murdered, thrown from train.
Luna and I could dig up any dirt you want on this guy.
Why don't you let them get their feet wet?
I think I have a story for Solutions. They think the fire was accidental.
It's a hot story. Wife turns in husband for heinous crime.
Thomas Sterling will be charged with arson.
We have just aired a story which could ruin a man's life.
My name is Betsy Sterling.
His wife?
If we've never met before, how I could have possibly tipped you off that my husband is an arsonist.
Uh-oh.
Give them another chance.
Bauer, you're fired.
Maybe she was a woman scorned.
Or somebody who would really benefit by torching that business.
The woman who conned Bauer and Luna.
Whoever did it doesn't want us to find out the truth, and the truth is Sterling is innocent.
Guilty, Your Honor.
I mean, if the guy's innocent and he pleaded guilty, then there's a reason for it.
This is dangerous.
Later tonight on Knots Landing, Ben's family could be taken hostage. But first, a conspiracy victim's innocence is put to the test on Simon & Simon, next.